Now, I'm a little bit confused on how the Speed Force works in this universe, or even if it is the Speed Force. I don't know. But if it was the same thing in the main DC universe, then why write the book? Support the comic book industry by visiting your LCS. My name is Doran. This is SCN Comics. We'll continue our coverage of Absolute Flash with number 5. Our story starts off with Wally and Grodd. They're in the sewer and they run across Heatwave. Well, they didn't run across him. Grodd actually led Wally to Heatwave. And for some reason, Wally's powers are interacting with Heatwave. So there's like this big blast. Wally gets thrown back, and then Heatwave somehow utters out, "Hurt." And both Wally and Grodd say mentally in their mind, "Oh." So then he yells, "Hurt!" And like, I'm going to say it's lava. I don't know if it is lava. I'm going to say it's lava. He just starts splashing all this lava around, and how Wally isn't like caught up in it, I guess he uses power so it doesn't touch him, but kind of looks like it does. You let me know in the comments. Anyway, he gets around it and he's not hurt. And Grodd goes, "Wally, help him." Wally's like, "Help him?" So all of a sudden his powers just start activating on their own, and he's like, it's just like with Barry or when I was in the desert, like, what the hell is this? But then all of a sudden his manhole cover just goes blasting off, and we see Heatwave. He's going to the surface, and he's about to go mess with Elongated Man and his mission. So then we cut to the Rogues, and they look like they're chilling in a break room. They're like a normal job. Captain Boomerang and Trickster are messing with his boomerangs. Drones, those aren't boomerangs, those are drones. So Glider's like, "Jesse, do you have to wear the helmet? We're in the lounge." So then Trickster is like, "I'll take off mine when you take off yours, Lisa." Man, she was on her so fast, you would think she was a Flash. And she goes, "I'll tear you apart, bitch." So Dr. Thorne walks in and was like, "Enough, you two, or I'll take away both of your guys' gifts." So it's like, "All right, I need you four to be ready to deploy in an hour," because they tracked the gorilla and the West Boy, and it looks like they're in Central City. And I kind of figured you should hear from me first. It looks like they're with your former comrade, McRory. And Captain Cole's like, "Rory, I thought you said you didn't survive the test." So Thawne goes, "Yes, well." And then Captain Cole's like, "What else you hiding from us, Thawne? Like, what is this?" And she goes, "I told you what you needed to hear, Captain Snart. But things are evolving here, and I'm prepared to let you guys know about things that are going on here at Project Olympus. But right now, all you need to do is get Wally West." So then we cut back to the kids' mission, and Heatwave is just wrecking shop. He's throwing around that lava, and the Elongated Man is doing his best to get people out the way. So back down in the sewer, Wally's in the fetal position as his power is just going everywhere. Grodd walks up and is like, "Wally, are you okay?" And Wally's like, "No, I am not okay. I am the first thing from okay, Grodd." And Grodd's like, "Look, Wally's okay." And then Wally's like, "I'm scared." And Grodd's like, "It's okay to be scared. People are scared. He needs Wally." And Wally's like, "What can I do against them?" And then Grodd's like, "Not I, we, Wally and Grodd." So when Wally finally gets up, it's like, "You know what? I can do this. I can stop that thing." He reaches into his book bag and he pulls out the suit. So then back up top, Heatwave is about to do in the Elongated Man, and he keeps yelling, "Hurt!" When Wally comes out of nowhere and puts a shoulder to him, knocks the bejesus out of him. So Elongated Man's like, "Wally, what are you wearing?" And he's like, "Not right now. Just get everybody out of here while I take care of this guy." So Heatwave throws some lava at him, and Wally gets out the way, and he starts to try to use his powers, and Wally's like, "It's not working, Grodd. It's not stopping him." And Grodd's like, "Not stop. Help." And Wally's like, "What do you mean?" And Grodd's like, "Heat. Wally, take heat." So all of a sudden Heatwave goes at him, and Wally just screams no, and his power just starts doing some craziness. Wally's in the air like he's suspended. It doesn't look good for him, and Heatwave's on the ground, and all of a sudden Wally just is floating there. He falls to the ground, but it looks like he's not even there anymore. He's in another place. All he hears is Wally, and he's like, "Who's that? Who's there?" And he says, "Wally," and it looks like Heatwave. He goes, "No, stop." And all of a sudden, he just disappears. So then we cut back to Wally. He's on the ground with all kinds of electricity jumping off him. Elongated Man walks over there and is like, "Wally, are you okay?" All of a sudden, Wally gets up, is like, Where was I?" Elongated man's like, whoa, easy there. Grodd walks over to Heatwave, who looks like a normal person now, and he goes, Wally, help. So Wally's like, I just need a minute, and one elongated man was like, whoa, look, kid, I don't know what I just saw back there, but I'm gonna need some help. And Wally knocks his hands away and goes, no, get away from me. Elongated man's like, okay, calm down. But then this boo thing walks up, Linda Parks, and it's like, Wally, like, what was that? And he's like, I don't know, things just happened to me, Linda. And she goes, let us help. It looks like it's about to work. Or all of a sudden, Grodd goes, eek, eek, because his helicopter's up above. So Wally goes, and before he says, gotta go, he's off, like gone. So then we cut back to the base, and there's like, he's on the move again. So the Thawne's like, look, it's imperative we get the boy back. He is of vast importance. I would prefer Grodd in one piece, but he's expendable if necessary. So Cataclysm's like, it make Rory? And she's like, Rory needs to be contained. Colonel West will take point. And she goes, wait, where is Colonel West? And he snuck off to some top secret stuff that I guess he's not supposed to be involved with, but it's okay because he sold somebody's ID. Once he goes in there, there's a spaceship in there. And if there's a spaceship in there, then it has to be something else. That's right, aliens.